over the last maybe 5 years, have you in your role, or has your office encountered someone trying to commit voter fraud? And the second part of the question is, what's the average paperwork errors that someone may be trying to vote in the wrong district or move or something like that, and it results in triggering voter fraud um, safeguards?
Hi, Christine again from Virginia Beach. Most of the time, our voter fraud is not intentional. It's usually someone that's voted early or by mail the first couple weeks, and then on election day, they forgot they voted, and they go and attempt to vote, and it's already saying that they cast their ballots or they're offered a provisional ballot. So we catch all those. We have very little instance of actual intentional voter fraud.
I'll start
So
by saying that, oh, sorry,
go
Stephanie,
ahead,
go
Mark.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, Stephanie's a great example, and David and Christine, of university towns where a student may be registered at home 45 days before an election, and their parents say, go vote. And then on election day, a professor will say, look, there's same day registration in Virginia. Why don't you register and vote here on your college campus? And they've already voted, as mentioned before, but it's really unintentional and it's easily caught, and there's no double voting going on with those situations.
So when it has come to voter fraud here in Norfolk, most of the instances we've seen have been indications when a person's actually registering to vote, not so much when they're actually casting a ballot. For example, if a person indicates they haven't committed a felony, but our system says they were a felon and they may or may not have their rights restored in Virginia, you have to go through the governor's office and request to have your rights restored. It's not an automatic restoration process as in some other states, but regardless of that, if a person has committed a felony, they have to answer yes, and whatever the status is, yes or no, if their rights have been restored. If they indicate no and we find yes, then that's actually considered a false statement. It can be considered material misrepresentation, and that can be referred to the Commonwealth Attorney for review. We've had some cases in the past here in Norfolk where people have done that. And that's been reviewed by the Virginia State Police. It's been reviewed by Commonwealth Attorney, and whether or not to charge on those. We have had cases of people double voting. That's been some time ago. But when we were on Eric, one of the other states we were working with was Florida at the time. We had a person, and I'm not going to give names, but we had a person who was voting in person here and absentee voting back in Florida. And we charged them with 12 felony counts. And then when we were done with them, we referred the case to Florida so that they could charge the person because it was an intentional act. But the same day registration that Mark was referring to, because Christine and I both, I've got two universities. Christine, how many you have? Two? Two? I don't know how many she has. She gets Virginia Wesleyan. Okay. I gave her that one because the students live in Virginia Beach. And then we have the world's largest naval base too. But one of the things that the state does is they run a report after we've processed all those same day registrations we get on election day. We have to put them in a system, and the state runs a report to verify that a person hasn't voted in more than one locality. So that helps identify and make sure that a person cannot vote more than once.